and welcome back to the Skunk Works. It's Capt.T with the Pilot to Pilot Network. Hey, behind me, the lower cowl from the Murph, all taped up, epoxied up, fiberglassed up, fitted, twisted, drilled, caulked. You got to come along and see how we're doing this. Come on along. For those of you in the know who are paying attention, you're absolutely correct. That is the wrong contact cement to use on foam. It melts the foam. Just the beginning. So the idea is to put a nice radius on this corner. This is going to be the top corner. Never done this before. Brand new territory for Capt.T. Back in the fiberglass business. Here we go, boys and girls. Total fair. Gonna put some fairing on the, I hope, on the cowling. So equal parts of A and B. That's what we're after. And we don't have any idea how much of this it's gonna take. Do we? Does that look like enough if I make double that, Brad?
That's linear.
Well, is it or isn't it?
No.
I'm going to shoot about a 3/4 inch bead all the way around that thing.
Half inch.
That's 1/2 inch bead?
Half of that amount again. That might be too much.
Better too much than too little.
Don't forget, you're going to have double that with the next part.
Oh, I know it. What are you saying? I should put some back?
Yes.
I like working with my wife. You got that much of this much of that. You need about the same amount of this as you got of that. A little more?
Slate.
Huh?
Yeah, slate them up. There you go. You got it.
Does that look copacetic?
It's all linear.
Looks a little light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine. And we mix, as Sam the cooking guy says. And we mix. Look, it's turning green, it's turning green. It's cold. When I had it on there playing with it yesterday, it was really warm. Boy, was it thin. This is nice texture. Here we go, the great experiment. The bump out has already been epoxied in place at this point. This is just a micro balloon fillet to smooth the transition between the bump out and the lower cowl. You'll see it come together later. Back when I worked in the cake factory, looks good. Get up there. Hey, it's break time at the Skunk Works. It's Capt.T. You know, I got a lot of people asking me, how long are you going to work on that Murphy? Well, the game is to get it where I want it so that this coming summer I can be in it all the time. If I don't work on it, it never gets fixed. The snow is about 4 feet deep right now. The ramp is all covered with ice and snow. The grass is buried. I can't use the grass runway. So it becomes a case of, well, let's hunker down for the winter and work on the airplane. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully, when the cowling is finished, and I got a couple of wing root fairings I gotta change, and I may extend the baggage bulkhead back one more bay. Other than that, and maybe some tires. I might put some new shoes on it, you never know. But other than those changes, I'm about done. But this cowling is a major step to get all the fasteners where I want them, the way I want them, and get it finished and then get it painted. And once that's done, I don't intend to do much except fly. So I'm going to cut a little shy. This is really fun. We're not touching there, that's good.
So at last it's time to cut some holes in my brand new fiberglass to allow for the breather to poke through the cowling. I find it's always best to start with a smaller hole and then make it bigger rather than start with a bigger hole and try to make it smaller.
Haha, he said. Look at the size of that hole.
Look at your cross section of your...
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Nice, huh?
A lot of people, including my wife, ask the question, what do you do up there all day? Well, there's a lot of things that I wanted to change on the airplane. Things like this. This wing root fairing and the one on the other side were riveted in place. So you could never get a look inside the wing root fairing unless you drilled out all the rivets. Well, I don't want to do that all the time, so we're replacing the rivets. Pretty simple, but it all takes time.
I had also wanted more control over my oil temperature, so I installed this nifty oil cooler shutter on the top of the oil cooler. Now I can control oil temp from inside the cockpit. Wasn't too bad an installation.
So here we go. The cowl project has taken on a life of its own. The bump out is almost right. It's a little tight. We'll get away with it. But here's the enigma right here. Cutting a hole for a 5-inch wide, 4.5-inch high breather that clears everything is going to require a hole 10.5 inches wide at the back, 8 inches wide at the front or top, 7 inches high, and it's got to be 13.5 inches long to fill that entire hole to cover the air box and give me room for the carb heat and the scat tubing that runs to the air box. So we're going to build a box for an intake that'll sit on there and cover that up. It's not going to be fun, but we can do it. So we're gaining, but the primary directive now is going to be building that box. You see we got a sizable hole there now. It's just big enough to clear what we need to clear. So what happens next is we get it to dimension, and then we build a box, actually a trapezoid, that will cover the intake and allow for movement. So it's not going to come out looking too bad. We do have it held in place with cam locks at the mounting points, so we know it will fit. It's just a matter of build as you go. There's no constant. There's no wonderful blueprint for how to build this thing. I think it's going to be all right. There you go, friends. A little teaser of what's going on with the lower cowl on the Murph. You got a picture of it on the bench early in the video, upside down, all taped up, gooped up with micro balloons. Too much going on to get it all in one video. You'll just have to watch us next time for an update on the final fit. If you're loving the videos, punch that big red subscribe button and ring that bell so you get a notification every single time we publish a video. We're happy to have you along. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you next time. For now, Capt.T, so long.